In this video, I will show you how I crafted my miniature general store walls out of cardstock. I made templates of all of the walls of the general store using poster board. You could also use cardstock as the template. I cut strips of cardstock and I glued them down to each wall plate. I'm using a brayer to press all the layers of paper firmly together. I ran it across the top and on the back side. I cut off all the excess that was going past the template. I had to add a little glue to that piece that wasn't completely glued down. Since it is paper, I always feel like I should do like a thin layer of Mod Podge. I just use the matte type. Since my walls will be light colored, I'm giving it a base coat of a dark brown or a black. I do that to keep myself from painting too neatly. This is the first coat of my wall color. I could have stopped there on the first coat, but I decided to do a second coat. I just didn't want my walls to look perfect. I decided to go with 3 coats. Sorry for the messy paint fingers, but when I'm painting, I love to get into it. I'm applying some chalk pastel. I've done so much weathered wood lately, I had to remind myself I didn't have to paint down in between each plank. Here I'm gluing the walls into the store. I cut 2 different widths of cardstock to be used as my top wall trim. My windows consist of 4 layers of cardstock. I usually glue 2 layers together first and then the other 2, and then put the 2 together. I feel like that helps me keep all of the edges even. I always use the brayer to try to keep everything as flat as possible. My larger windows are 4 layers of cardstock, but they have this special smaller frame that goes on top, and I only glued 2 layers together for that. And here, just like on my smaller window, I'm gluing the 4 layers together, not including the 2 that I did that are the extra frame that's going to go on top. And now I'm adding the additional decorative piece to the window. I painted the windows and the trim the same way I did the walls. I don't own that fancy easy cutter to get nice mitered cuts, so I'm just faking it with my X-Acto knife, cutting an angle on each one of the corners of my window, being careful not to cut all the way through. I tried to rough the corners up a little too to make it worn looking. And now we'll go inside and take a look. I can't wait to start adding things to the inside. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you next time.